here he is again, Mr. Snowden, out and about, but this time he is telling people about the operation that he had just launched. This is in November 22. Very proud of it, you can tell by the look on his face. And it's really important that you know about this, because this really is Andrew Snowden's baby, and his focus in terms of policing, cleaning up the streets, getting the bad guys. He does seem to be creating a bit of a them and us atmosphere, which could come back to bite him on the arse. It could be just goading, really. I looked at the approach of Sadiq Khan to knife crime in London, and his approach is so different, and I'll refer to that a bit later, but you'll see what I mean. He's not creating this them and us thing. It's we can all work together, you know. He's not demonising people. And we saw with the whole Nicola Bulley case, with the demonisation of social media, TikTokers, it does feel like there's an agenda. Well, how much he had to do with that, because he kept a very low profile, which was very unlike Mr. Snowden, who does like to pop up. He kept an exceptionally low profile right until the end, when he said he was going to send it to his friends, yes, his friends at the College of Policing. One of them is one of his Tory fellow MPs. So I wouldn't expect too much from that. I don't know how independent that is. Anyway, let's have a listen to him launching Operation Warrior.
Hi, I'm Andrew Snowden, Lancashire's Police and Crime Commissioner, and I'm here today in Blackpool as we have just executed some warrants, some drug raids across the town as part of the launch of Operation Warrior. Operation Warrior is a new operation being launched in Lancashire by Lancashire Constabulary.
And if you had any doubt that the police are becoming militarised, although it's not quite as smooth as you might see on American TV.
To have that proactive, taking the fight to criminals and making sure that we deal robustly in this county with serious and organised crime. There's been
Watch the door entry. I don't know if there's an accident there, or if that was supposed to happen, if that was part of it. It looked a bit like there was some kind of accident occurred as they were entering. Some kind of little mishap.
Scores of arrests made this week and in previous weeks, and this operation is about doing ever more to take the fight to organised crime. So watch out over the coming weeks and months to hear more about Operation Warrior, more about the ways that we are taking the fight to criminal.
It looked like he just threw that guy out of the way, or something happened there. Was that supposed to happen? Is that part of it? Anyone know?
And making sure that there is always justice in Lancashire if you commit crimes. And I'm joined today by Assistant Chief Constable Ian Dawson of Lancashire Constabulary, and we've been out on some operations over the last few weeks looking at tackling drug dealing and county lines across Lancashire, and it's been great to see so many arrests made, hasn't it?
It has. We've made some fantastic arrests, both.
Did you note him saying county lines as well there? That's the Becky Smith's operation. If you didn't catch that, I've got another video. I've got a video about that. So she seemed to be running a major operation called County Lines, tackling crime that's occurring across county lines, particularly the trafficking of people and drugs, and also focusing on a missing persons case, which we are supposed to believe is unrelated. continue, guys. Carry on.
In Preston, and as the Commissioner says, in
It's nothing better than a fantastic arrest. Some fantastic arrests. Some of my favourites.
Blackpool this morning.
It's been absolutely fantastic to see all that hard work, all the intelligence gathering, working in local communities and making sure that those people who exploit our county, exploit vulnerability through drug dealing and other associated criminal activities are held to justice and get not.
Just demonising youth again, I feel. I feel like we're going back to the days, hoodies. Anybody remember hoodies? People were being stopped and searched on anybody with their... And there was a whole thing on hoodies. TikTokers are the new hoodies. Were they a load of TikTokers, I wonder, he got in the van then?
Not from Lancashire Constabulary on the door on a bright, cold morning.
And look at this guy. What say his name was? Chris Dawson, was it? He finishes speaking and he looks like he looks for Andrew. I was going to pause that there because I had a bit of a mare, rewinding it, and so I had to restart. I'm going to play that bit again. It's actually Ian Dawson who he's speaking to. I just find the body language interesting, particularly from Ian Dawson.
Making sure that there is always justice in Lancashire if you commit crimes. And I'm joined today by Assistant Chief Constable Ian Dawson of Lancashire Constabulary, and we've been out on some operations.
Yes, that's me. I am Ian Dawson. Feeling a bit nervous and awkward, but let's carry on anyway.
Over the last few weeks looking
Awkward swaying.
at tackling drug dealing and county lines across Lancashire. And it's been great to see so many arrests made, hasn't it?
It has. We've made some fantastic arrests, both in Preston, and as the Commissioner says, in Blackpool this morning.
It's been absolutely fantastic to see
He looks like he looked for approval then.
all that hard work, all the intelligence gathering, working in local communities and making sure that those people who exploit our county,
That's it,
exploit
get rid of them.
vulnerability through drug dealing and other associated criminal activities are held to justice.
Chuck him in that system where they only get worse.
Lancashire Constabulary on the door on a bright, cold morning.
Smiles at the end. More. Pause. Oh, we don't want that aerial advert. You watch this. Look at this dirty washing. I'm going to be airing some dirty washing, so it's quite appropriate. So I'm going to try and put out quite a few videos today. So watch this space for more information about the local area and about Operation Warrior and about Andrew Snowden and about some particular cases in the area and some particular people in the area. So it's coming your way today. I hope you are enjoying your Sunday so far. And stay tuned. Did that sound cheesy enough? Right.